Now this is real right here. This is no animation or no special effects. This is just me and my iPhone. And this is kind of weird because ain't no iPhone supposed to be able to get this close up to a star or whatever the case may be. I'm going to show you them in slow motion so you understand what I'm talking about. Here they go. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ones on the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And one coming up, 10. The one on top, the big head, 11. And one in the back make 12. That's the 12 Elohim.
These extraterrestrial craft are attracted to thunderstorms, and many times we see lightning on the surface of the planet or in the atmosphere of planet Earth. And as soon as these electric storms start, the UFOs swarm into the area. It's almost as if they're harvesting the electromagnetic energy within the atmosphere. And in actual fact, there are unseen forces in the atmosphere, etheric flows of what the German scientist Wilhelm
Yes,
Reich
indeed.
described as
Argon is a
energy.
semiconductor.
And
It's in 93% of the atmosphere. That comes from us breathing in oxygen and spitting out nitrogen. You get argon. And it's in all fluorescent light bulbs. Just like how it fills up the space in the light bulb and make it be able to illuminate. It's the same way that our body is electric and our brain is electric. So it's able to influence us and come inside us the same way. As you can see, those is not UFOs, those is orbs. We got it all misconstrued with the story about UFOs. And these orbs come down and they download or open portals for these entities to enter our atmosphere. And that's what you see when you look at these clouds. They look like it's terraforming, but the clouds is actually changing into these entities. So now they start floating around in our atmosphere till they reach the northern lights. When they reach the northern lights, then they transform back into entities and enter more into the lower atmosphere clouds. But that's how it works. Entities don't need a vehicle to travel because they're dimensional being. They just gotta lower their frequency or current and they be in our dimension. They don't have to travel on no vehicles. Human beings travel in vehicles. That's what you see. Right now, this is the northern lights right here. This is how they come into our atmosphere. As you can see, it forms the blue dragon, the double-headed dragon the Egyptians is talking about. That's the wormhole, and that's who they call Shasset. The story goes that you look down the eye of the dragon and you ride the dragon. That's the wormhole to leave this universe too, to leave the atmosphere. You have to leave through the northern lights to go through the dragon. As you can see, that's what circles the world or the Orbis when you see that. And that's the only way out, is through that same northern lights and through them. Now the 12 gods that we saw in the beginning is different. They don't come into the clouds. They ascend straight into the mountains. They ascend into the mountains and come out as white clouds. Those white clouds mix with the dark clouds. Now, these clouds, as you can see, is going into the volcano. This is the story of how Zeus come down from the mountain, and you got the ark that landed on Mount Ararat, and also Moses going up into the mountains to see God. Those is real stories, we just don't understand them. University of Conscious Science.